Yes.
I
Yeah.
can
Okay.
see.
Sure. So shall I start?
Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon. I'm Mati. I'm representing Hydropour Technologies. I'm the founder of the startup. So we are into providing technical solution to the farm automation sector. So basically, the idea behind the thing is like in another 7 to 15 years timeline, 2030, the projected population of more than 50% is going to stay in the cities, and it is close to almost zero point 0.8 billion population in India alone. So the basically, if you see the scenario is like most of the people wanted a white collar job and lives in cities, but the major problem would be feeding all these people. So because if you see the farming sector, this is a scenario, current scenario happening in India, elsewhere in the world also. So there are several factors affecting the farming sector, starting from the environmental factor. More people, the population is increasing rapidly, and the diversified, and the quality of the land is degrading so fast. And most importantly, the farming community is getting aged, and not many people are interested to getting into the farming sector. So that there is a question of food security. On top of it, in India, if you see, we waste a lot of food from storage to, while eating, cooking culture, whatever it is. There is a lot of food waste is also happening. That is because of a lack of a kind of a knowledge is not transferred. So the source will be a question, where the land for farming is a question, and there is no farming community available in the coming years. So for producing the food, and even the available food is wasted, that also need to be addressed. So there are several factors affecting this, and we see it as a opportunity of window. This is a problem, and what we are trying to give a solution is, we have to infuse the technology into the farming sector to cope up with the lack of this manpower. So we are making a sensor-based controller system which fits into field-based farming activities of different vertical of farming, agriculture, aquaculture, field farms, and polyforms kind of thing. And also the urban sector. This is the upcoming sector which now we are focusing mainly, because the educational module which we have developed, that provides A to Z solution for a school-based system to learn and get a hands-on training on farming and producing the food. So the moment, the logic behind that is, the moment this will become a part of all the curriculum in schools in the coming years. So I'll come with my one of my clients review. So this has a huge opportunity of window, because all the cities are growing, the number of schools are increasing. So the system which fits exactly into the curricular system, they people can easily adapt the educational system. So same thing, we are having a different vertical in that one, in the urban sector, like a apartment system where people are not having a space to grow. So we are pitching to the builders. When they build 500 or 1000 apartment structures, we are targeting where most of the rooftops are not used completely. So we are providing the same. There is a different modules which suits for the apartment culture, where we are providing this. We are trying to utilize the space for them to get hands-on on the farming aspects, as well as they get the food out of it, clean food. And also it helps the builders also to get a green building kind of a projection for their business module. So that way we are giving a module for hardcore farming and educational module, and also the urban sectors. So the product vertical wise, this is how we have placed the farm market, which has a different module: fields, aquaponics, polyhouses. These are commercial farming units, polyhouses, and aquaculture. So come to the urban sector, mainly we are targeting the educational modules and the buildings, because these are all uh, ever increasing in the urban scapes. That's the main target of our. So this is the projection of each cities, how much like the market opportunity we have. So the fields, 50% of India is farming, but lack of human hand. We need the technologies to take care, starting from the simple controller to irrigate something a simpler way. So like that, the urban farms are coming up in the half an acre, 1 acre urban farm, because they can produce the food just close to the urban cities, because transportation is a huge component in the farming, the production. So urban farms are coming up, but they need the technology to reduce the manual intervention to produce effectively more clean food. So like that, the schools in India, we have 4,000 cities approximately, and each city has at least 100 schools and plus it is increasing. So each school we are targeting to add two different modules. One is a complete 1,000 square feet autonomous polyhouse module, where we provide the different aspects of the farming knowledge, so that the kids will have a hands-on from soil to the hydroponics to the aeroponics module. So they will learn from seed transplanting to the yield. They can harvest. That's what they are doing right now. So like that, and there is a different module for the schools if they cannot afford, if they are not a kind of a medium or a premium schools, if they cannot afford 5 lakh or 10 lakh on this initially, we have a modules which can be rental model. So we provide the system for them to do the educational teaching of this farming activities. We give the consumables and the rental charges. So that is another module we are targeting for the schools as well as